Hello, the Northwest Dallas neighborhood where a house explosion killed a 12-year-old girl remains closed up and off limits tonight.
Linda Rogers, known by her friends as Michelita, died this morning from her injuries. 4 other people were in the home. They survived. Dallas Fire Rescue says a natural gas leak is to blame, and DFR says it is the 3rd gas-related fire in that neighborhood this week. Atmos Energy still has not identified the cause, which is one reason neighbors have been evacuated. Fox 4's Sean Rabb begins our coverage tonight just outside the evacuation zone. Sean.
Heather, all Atmos Energy has said so far is that they're still investigating this house explosion, an explosion that ripped a 12-year-old girl from her family and friends and rocked an entire neighborhood.
I got up, was drinking my coffee, getting ready for work, and I just heard a loud boom.
The boom Janet Gonzalez heard was this home, 3534 Espanola, exploding. The walls barely standing, insulation blown like snow across the roof. 5 people in the home were taken by paramedics for hospital treatment. One of those, a 12-year-old girl, did not survive her injuries.
So it didn't have brick or siding? Or did it?
Yeah, it had brick in the front. All that was brand new brick.
Bruno Valdez telling Fox 4's Saul Garza the home had been completely made over. The family here only about a month.
I got 2 people in wheelchairs, so that's why I had to come to find out if we need to get out or not.
Valdez would learn he'd have to leave. DART buses brought in to evacuate people 3 blocks north and 3 blocks south of Espanola. Those folks taken to Bachman Lake and Walnut Hill recreation centers. Nearby Foster Elementary also evacuated. Those students taken to Cary Middle School and Thomas Jefferson High School for the day. Firefighters and Atmos Energy workers fill the neighborhood. Also, the State Railroad Commission, which regulates the oil and gas industry, utilities, and pipeline safety. Dallas Fire Rescue placed blame for the explosion on a gas leak. Atmos Energy said it was trying to determine what happened.
And they said there was a gas leak in the back, if they could come in and check.
Juan Armilla says Atmos employees came to his house at 3655 Durango, a street over from Espanola and better than a block away last night, checking for a gas leak.
I guess the leak wasn't inside the yard because they said they were going to be working outside. They were there till like about probably 2 in the morning.
And roughly 4 hours later, the explosion that has shattered a family, splintered this home, scared this neighborhood.
Because when I go to work, it's like you don't know if you're going to come back and find your house. So I'm very scared.
And tonight, the scared, like Janet Gonzalez, also sad as news of the 12-year-old passing has spread. Still no word on when these folks can get back into their homes. Heather?
All right, Sean Rabb, thank you.
All right, so 2 other homes in that same neighborhood were damaged earlier this week.
Their backyards share an alley with the home that exploded this morning, and Fox 4's James Rose continues our coverage. James.
Right, we're just outside the evacuated perimeter, and there is a command post here with Atmos Energy and Dallas Fire Rescue. Now, DFR says all 3 explosions and fires were gas-related. Now, Atmos Energy says it is investigating, but so far it has not said what it believes is the cause.
Oh man, I'm very concerned. I'm very scared though.
It's crazy, man. I mean, we don't even know what to do.
3 gas-related fires and explosions in 3 days within a couple of hundred yards of each other has neighbors like Christian Guerra and Maria VILLAREAL rattled. The explosion Friday morning on Espanola Drive was just behind their home.
I was asleep. I almost fell from the bed. When you feel that, oh man, it's scary.
We hear an explosion, man. We don't know what to think, where to run, what to do.
Residents in 7 blocks around the blast have been evacuated indefinitely. The 2 explosions and fires Wednesday and Thursday happened at homes on Durango, where the backyards share an alley with the home on Espanola.
One of the incidents involved a gas heater in the back of the home. The other incident involved an individual who was burned while standing in front of his stove.
Dallas Fire Rescue does not believe this is a coincidence.
But we do suspect that this, with it being so close and it being on the exact same block number, that they're most likely all related as far as the gas is concerned.
In a statement, Atmos Energy says the safety of the residents and first responders is our highest concern. We are working in close partnership with Dallas Fire Rescue as the cause of today's incident is thoroughly investigated.
Well, it is still not clear when the residents will be allowed to return to their homes, but a number of folks we've talked to say they don't want to go back until they know for sure it is safe to return. Now, in a statement just released from Atmos Energy, they said they are working with the affected residents to find them lodging. So again, not clear when they'll be allowed back into their homes.